Hey YouTube, this is Eman from TCGWise123, and today I'll be profiling my version of a Water Dark Fire control deck that I've used on the duel days on the 11th. And so let's get on with the deck. So we'll start off with the water section of the deck, which is 13 water, I believe. We got 3 Nixes. It's there for the obvious reasons to draw and to cheapen your dragons. And you also got 3 copies of Logo Scans, 3 copies of Seneschal, 2 copies of Rusalka, and 2 Crystal Memories. Crystal Memories is just like really amazing, and yeah, there's really not much to say. It's very sad to say, but I think with the current meta that we have as of right now, that Seneschal is not as great as it used to be. It's very sad to me to say this. Of course, for other people it could be different. You know, like Seneschal could still be amazing for other people, but for me, like, people just want to play dragons, and especially with this deck, you probably want to try to get your dragons out as fast as you can, and like it's like a lot better to just play Logo Scans than Seneschal. It's very sad need. But that's the water section, and we'll move on with the darkness section. We got 2 Umbras. Again, as I stated before, with the Umbras, with the Nixes, I'm sorry, to cheapen your dragons. The Slayer ability hasn't really, it's just really there just to cheapen dragons. The Slayer ability is not very useful for me. The one Dark Return is to just basically get back anything you ever want in the deck. One cool thing that I like to do is that, especially if I've eliminated or limited my opponent's resources from their hand, like, my favorite thing to do is just Dark Return a Puppet or a Fumes and just like eliminate their hand, and like it could potentially be like an Infernus or a Dracothane or some sort of answer that they have for me. Is just really amazing. 1 Gloom Hollow because I only have 1. 2 Fumes, which is probably my favorite turn 4 play. Especially if the opponent's not really being aggressive. I just play Fumes and it's just amazing, especially if you're going second. It just really eliminates their hand a lot. The 3 copies of Bone Blades is pretty standard. 2 Puppets, I've recently acquired them, and it's just really amazing. Yeah, like I pulled one from a booster that I got from Duel Days, and then another one my friend traded it for me. So I'm really happy that I finally got the Puppets, and they've just been really amazing. The 2 Dreadclaws have actually been working out for me, you know, because you can get back any dragon, especially these 4 dragons, Spellbane and Infernus, Motel maybe, but yeah, Dreadclaws is really awesome in this deck. And you got the 3 Terror Pits. It's standard for darkness. And for the fire section, it's pretty small, but we got the 3 copies of Heatseekers. It's really there just to banish the early birds and any other targets that that states on the card effect. The 2 Tornado Flames, you know, just Shield Blast, and gets rid of the Heralds, Hyperspeeds, etc. The 2 Barrages are just amazing. I tried Dragon's Breath, but the problem that I have with Dragon's Breath is, 1, it's a level 7 cost. As you can see, like, I already have too many level 7 costs. You know, I got Dreadclaw, I got Pits, and I got the triple Spellbanes. And it really interferes with it when it does not show up in shields. And I really don't want to hardcast it either, because really there ain't no targets for it. And so Barrage has been working out phenomenally. Really good. You know, Barrage is still really good in this meta. I maxed out the Spellbane Dragons because I wanted the deck to revolve around Spellbane, and get really sick and tired of people uh, getting misinformation about this card. It just really drives me nuts whenever I see a new post on the dojo group about Spellbane. Like, oh, like, its effect doesn't work how you guys thought, and oh, we're gonna have like a 60 comment discussion about it, and we're all gonna hate each other and call each other out and whatnot. It really, really, really bugs me. You know, Wizards, please, like, just to shut everyone up. To get like an official ruling for this guy is just annoying. But yeah, if you guys want to discuss about Spellbane's effect on the comments below, feel free to do it, and I'll reply with my own interpretation of its ruling. You know, I think it's logical, and a few other people agree as well. But then we got the two Bolt-tailed dragons. Bolt-tail is just really good. You know, the 7,000 body is just excellent, because like you got like Lyras that are 6,000 power. You got Unchained that are still being played. That's 6,000 power. Maybe even OG Tetsurion. That's still level 6,000 power, and like Bolt-tail just like rams into them with no problem. And it also trades with Dragon of Reflections, which is good. And last but not least, we got one copy of Infernus, because I only have one, and the card is just really amazing when you are able to drop it. That's the whole deck. It's 42 cards, as you may have or may have not seen. I've recorded the duel against Steven, one of the guys that I've met on duel days, and he's also one of the guys from the Kaijudo dojo group. And he wanted to test out his version of Water Dark Fire, and so that's when I decided to record that match, because as of right now I don't have a tripod, and I wasn't able to record any of my matches or any of my friends' matches as well. But that's the whole deck. It's 42 cards. The changes that I would make since the duel days was over, since yesterday, I could easily bump this up to 45. I don't think a 45 card deck is no problem at all, especially if you're going against a control mirror, or facing against a control deck, or even a mirror match. Like, it's really, really crucial. But I've decided to go 42 just in case, when I went to duel days, just in case if I face like a really aggressive deck. You know, like having a 42 card deck, it just like enables you to get the card that you need on time. So that's the whole deck. As I said before, I can easily go to 45. The changes that I would do is like bump Gloom Hollow up to 3 if I had two other ones. And the last card could either be a Skull Shatter or another Infernus, just because it's very disheartening to draw it into opening hand, or draw it on your next turn once you went first, and like you really want to hold on to it, and it's just very disheartening. So I would try to bump that up to 2. But other than that, the deck worked out as I wanted to, and like this deck was really, really amazing back in Rise, with like without the dragons. Like, you still had like the bolt tails and the seneschals, the Rusalkas, the crystals, the puppets. You know, the deck still worked phenomenally then, and it still works phenomenally now. And so that's the whole deck. Let me know what you guys would make, the changes that you would make to this deck, and so yeah, thank you guys for watching, and take care.